Well, hello there, and welcome back to Armored Warfare. I'm Corny Swiss, and today I'm driving the MBT 70. I believe, yeah, MBT 70. It's the Tier 6 Premium Main Battle Tank, one of the Founder Pack tanks, and it's a pretty solid tank. And I'm driving it today in just a normal battle. But in this game, hopefully I want to talk a little bit about how main battle tanks are supposed to operate in the context of Armored Warfare. But before we get into that, I do want to say that the hype train is real for War Thunder 1.53. I really think it's down to, if it doesn't come out Thursday, it might come out Tuesday. If it doesn't come out Tuesday, it might come out Thursday. I think that's the time frame we're talking about here. I think it's very close. And when it launches, whatever day it is, as soon as I can, I'll probably be having a live stream. It'll just probably be me or maybe me and Phil, and we'll just be derping around with some of the new tanks. I'll probably end up buying one of the premiums. Might be either the Firefly or the Churchill, but we'll see. And we're gonna have a go. We'll stream some War Thunder. Should be good fun. So hopefully I can catch you guys there. It'll be very shortly. Basically, the day the patch launches is hopefully the day I'll stream. So be watching your Twitch and your email. And if you follow our Twitch channel, you'll get an email notification that we have gone live. And then, by all means, come check it out. I have to get War Thunder to work on with OBS first. It's always a hassle. But anyway, main battle tanks in Armored Warfare. So main battle tanks generally have the upfront armor on the front of the tank, at least in the turret, to compete with the guns at their tier. In this case, this is a rank 6 main battle tank. I have a very good upper plate, a very good turret face. My lower plate is a little suspicious, but it's a small target. I just shot at a Chieftain Mark V. He has a very, very powerful turret, a turret that will not be penetrated. But his hull and lower plate, his upper plate and lower plate are both very thin. So I'm able to penetrate his hull very easily. Now, what he probably should try and find a way of doing is going hull down. There's a bunch of good hull down opportunities on this map. But as it stands, he's not getting it done. And this stage in the battle, we're down a tank. And in Armored Warfare, whenever my team goes down in tanks, I always get very antsy and very nervous because that's the type of thing that can snowball. So we either need to even it up or we need to take some action here. I decide to advance and start, because I know you have to always be aware of where you are, right? I know the guys to my left can't shoot me without coming under fire from my team, so that's cool. And I know I can use the cover of this oil derrick here to kind of eat up some shots. I'm trying to put a shot into that M60A3 over there, but it didn't go my way. Here's another one coming up strong on me. This is a pretty solid place because I'm actually covering my lower plate with this oil derrick. And as long as that's covered, they really don't stand a tremendous chance of causing me problems. Now you'll note now we're down an extra tank. We need to recover that lead very quickly. When I find my team in this situation where we're down in tanks, I generally start playing very aggressive. I start looking for just opportune shots like that. It was a snapshot, nailed an A3, we're only down one tank now. I'm in a main battle tank. I need to be pressing the issue. I need to be aggressive. Because when Armored Warfare has this weird thing where usually when you're down, you want to play defensively. Make them come to you and pick them off. Well, I kind of think that in Armored Warfare, when you're down, sometimes you just need to throw in. You just need to throw down, go in, and start cleaning them up. Like, these guys are all tanks I can handle. We got one very low tank. He's a one-shot, so I can crank around here and kill him. We have another tank that's very low, so crank around and put a shot into him. And basically the goal is to just start picking off these tanks that are really low. Now I'm using this wall next to me basically to take a shot for me. Heat shells will hit that wall and not penetrate my side, so that's a majority of damage I'm not going to take. AP shells will lose penetration, so that's all good. And this little car here is not going to be able to side scrape against my 152 millimeter gun. I am tracked though, but I'm just going to pop out around this corner, put the shot into him, kill him, and now we're ahead one tank. I've been tracked again, but I'm not tracked in a bad spot. I'm very well angled. The T-72 there doesn't know I'm here. And if these guys try and do snapshots on me, they're just going to bounce. They really have to aim these shots, but none of them particularly want to come out and aim it. That guy managed to put one into my lower plate. There you see the wall really is helping me there. It basically allowed me to bounce that shot. Now notice we're up one tank now. There's so much pressure that I can apply right here. These guys have to pay attention to me. You know, I'm drawing fire. There's like a light tank over there. I think it's that like RD light tank over there shooting me in the side, but I'm not that concerned because he's gonna struggle to penetrate my side armor. Now, it's time to just get in here and clean up, right? We're up 2 tanks. Now's the time to really push the issue. And the best doctrine is if you see a low health tank, kill it. One less gun shooting at you. Now we're up 4 tanks, and I think a very key moment in this game was taking that forward position, advancing up and pinning about 4 or 5 tanks here that really had to pay attention to me, but I was in a situation where I was able to use my armor effectively. And that's more so because the team was able to, I made like a spearhead, and the team filled in behind me. And we were able to, this is unfortunate. That would have been a nice shot. But the team was able to file in behind me, and we just took it to them. Once you get a snowball lead like this, we're up 6 tanks, it's over. There's not really any coming back. Gonna have to let this one aim. Got lucky there. You know, it's difficult hitting lower plates sometimes. But you'll notice that I'm actually still pretty healthy. And that's mostly to do with the fact that I just made it awkward for him. And I feel like part of a main battle tank's role, especially when you have armor, like, is to find a position where you can just make the enemy's movements very awkward. And that's true in most games. But in Armored Warfare, I feel like it's more true because a lot of times you have situations where the game moves so quickly that sometimes people just don't think everything through. You know, the amount of damage that's being dealt is crazy. So if you make the thought process hard, my theory is that people are going to make mistakes. And when people make mistakes, you get free damage. And they become piñatas that you can hit and get credits and XP. So I think a main battle tank's role is to make things awkward. It's to hold the line when it needs to be held, but also kind of stick your toes in when you need to like kind of push a little bit more room. In one of my previous videos, maybe it was the last video, you saw that I used a light, I guess it's actually a light tank, but it works the same way as a tank destroyer. Basically being a very flexible support tank where I'm basically being that flex option where when someone starts taking fire, I can jump over there, pew pew, you know, hit, deal some damage, and then readjust because I can use my mobility. I just need people to take the hits for me until the end of the game where I can use my health pool to basically not die and deal the damage. In this case, main battle tank needs to get up to the front and hold the line and let those tank destroyers, light tanks, artillery even, hammer them from the rear. Because realistically, you're not going to win unless the main battle tanks can absorb some of these hits. So, that's kind of my thoughts on main battle tanks. This was a very successful game for me. Lots of damage. And lots of damage, lots of credits, lots of XP, and it was really fun. And it was kind of, to me, it was sort of a textbook way of approaching a main battle tank. Granted, it was a very strong main battle tank. The MBT-70 is very good. But the thought still stands, is even you can do it in your T-72s and your things like that. It's just you need to be able to secure your flanks using terrain and things like that. So anyway, hope you enjoyed. I've been Corny Swiss, and I'll see you next time.